Oh, 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 oh. Okay, so this is just another mukbang video, but I'm having a live. My computer effectively shit itself in last upgrade, and I don't know how to fix it. I've tried rebooting it. I've done all the things I'm supposed to do on my end, so I don't know. But how are you guys doing? As the title says, it's pizza time. It's just leftover pizza from yesterday, but it's still pizza. Pizza's good all the time. I'm also drinking coffee with it because it's Sunday. That's you just have pizza with coffee. That's how it goes. And also, I'm super pan the last few days of Pride Month. I weared my cape. And I feel bad I haven't gotten a Pride video up this year. I was like really excited for this new palette I got because I could do proper pan colors instead of having to use like a lip liner that I used last year. And I still have my water, as always. I gotta stay hydrated. It's almost July. It's hot. Yeah. So I had actually filmed like an almost 40-minute video about a bunch of different things. Like I'm in a relationship now, and I was talking about how you date during a pandemic, or how we're doing it at least. Talked about Black Lives Matter and how important that is, and how I want to do a proper video on that. Because they still is not trending on your feed, your social media feed. And then obviously I got a haircut and how that experience was. So, but I can't upload it because my computer is like, no, fuck you. It'll register the SD cards in there. I can bring up some of the videos through the editing software, but I can't do anything to it. Bruh. Bugs, what are you doing? Hey. Hmm. This was better yesterday. Normally, the other way around. It is a white sauce-based pizza. Too much acid reflux last night. Some onions, green peppers, spinach, and grilled chicken. Bug. She likes to play with plastic bags. You know she's not allowed to. I'm still on my period, so when I gotta stop for a second, because my body's trying to kill me. Bug, stop it. But yeah, so catch you up on my life a little bit. I suppose start now and go backwards. Why not? I don't know if I've told you guys, but I have a mystery pain that just hits right around here. It did start in my kidney, and then it like moved up to right here. And so we did an ultrasound of the kidney. Kidney's fine. It looks great. Labs are good with that. So we took more labs once it moved up here. Labs are great. Everything looks fine. We've done an ultrasound. Now I haven't gotten the results back on that. And tomorrow I'm getting an endoscope. Bugs. Stop it. Thank you. And so I'm getting an endoscope. So that's a little camera on a tube that goes in and all the way down, but I'll be put to sleep for it. And I'm gonna check out what's going on over there because I've seen my primary, my kidney doctor, and now not an oncologist, gastrointestinal, completely different doctors about this, and they're all like, "You're clearly in pain, and it's making you nauseous, but nothing's showing up." So that's super fun. Hopefully, it's nothing serious. I was so against this like my whole life, putting ranch on pizza. And then one of my coworkers was doing it one day, so I was like, you know what? It's been a minute. I'll try it. And look, shit, that's so good, right, Bugs? What did he? Buddy. My cats are just looking at me like, why are you so weird? Like, I don't know. I did not make that in my mouth. But yeah, so tomorrow we're gonna see, hopefully have something figured out. Like, they're gonna go in, look at it, hopefully figure out what's going on. Coffee and pizza. I'm actually trying to be on a low carb diet because my body dysmorphia has just been kicking my ass. I've had it since I was in middle school. I thought I had beat it for a good long time because I was like really confident. I was like, yeah, my body looks great. Lately, not the case. It's like I look in the mirror and I see everything that's wrong. Like I only gained 5 pounds. Like, that's what's crazy. It's not an exuberant amount of weight from where I was at, but that just kind of like, for some reason, crushed me. And then like my face breaking out. It's hormonal. I'm 29. My body's going through some changes. You know, all that fun stuff. It's like I'm gonna wreak havoc, and which has never happened. My face doesn't break out. We've talked about this. I have a whole skincare routine, but where I brag that my skin is so clean and clear. But yeah, like now I'm getting hormonal acne and the breakouts, so that doesn't help my self confidence. And then I think I've talked about how like I want to get my teeth straightened. I'm just need insurance that covers that, or an exuberant amount of money, one or the other. So all of those things just combined just like knocked me on my ass confidence wise. So yeah, that's super fun. And why I haven't had any I'm almost done with I've been almost done with my Hobbit costume since March. I only have to put the eyelets and lace up the bodice, and put the decorative ribbon on the front. I made the apron, and I just gotta make the skirt, which is super easy. But I'm like, I don't want to measure myself. Like, I just don't feel, and it's like I don't feel like I'm gonna look good in it, even though it's a Hobbit costume, and they're a little plump. But that's just I'm not going to any cons this year, so I'm kind of like, maybe not even next year unless we have vaccine out by the end of the year, which they're saying there might be able to, but we don't know. We don't know. So wear your mask. You're not going to get carbon monoxide poisoning or whatever the it's just the same shit as anti-vaxxers, like anti-maskers. You are idiots. Don't want to listen to the scientists. Make shit up to justify your bullshit. And then when you get sick, you're like, well, what could I have done? It's like, well, we fucking told you. And you're getting other people sick in the process too, you selfish pieces of shit. It really pisses me off. Wear your fucking mask. It's not that hard. There are millions of different varieties. I got this, it's in the car, but I got one that's fairly close to an N95. My N95 is finally deteriorating. I was wearing it every day to work and whatnot, and I pretty much only go to work. I'll take one day to run all my errands. Like, I'll go to work. If I get off at like 3, I'll run to Target, get whatever I need there, maybe to the grocery store, and that's it. And then I don't go anywhere but work. And we are requiring masks at work for everyone who comes in, so thankfully. Ranch Peace is just super good. My uterus is not being kind to me at all. You can stop now. That'd be great. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. But yeah, I'm trying to get like on a low, not keto, because that shit's dangerous and not healthy at all. Just a low carb, low fat diet. I'm just pretty much trying to eat just healthy things, like a lot more fruit, which there are carbs in fruit and vegetable. I know that, but I mean like very starchy, heavy carbs, like pizza, bread, even potatoes. Trying trying to not eat too many of those. And just, like fruit and vegetables and grilled chicken and stuff like that. And if I get a sandwich, make it a lettuce wrap instead. So hopefully it'll work. I'm still trying to exercise. My hours at work keep changing. I keep getting called in, so it's really hard to keep a workout schedule when your work schedule is constantly just all over the place. And then I work 9 hours a day on my feet. So when I get home, I'm exhausted. All I want to do is sit down. So yeah, you don't want to work out when you've just worked 9-10 hours shifts. So super fun times. But yeah, that's why you haven't seen any cosplay pictures or anything like that, other than like the Siri wig I did. So yeah, like I haven't even bought fabric or cosplay stuff, which is great for my wallet, but not so great for my body being. But yeah, another thing, clearly I got my haircut. I did go get my haircut in a pandemic. I know I've talked about how like you just need to fucking chill. But I only went because the salon I go to is already very clean and like they have those it's not like a Cuts by Us where you just have the chairs or a barbershop or anything. Which in general there's nothing wrong with. But when it comes to pandemic, I like the way that the salon I go to, they each have their own individual suites or the rooms that you go in. They don't have anybody waiting in the lobby. You wait in your car until your appointment time. And you come in, like your hairstylist will text you. And you just come in, and you go straight to their room, and they close the door, and it's just you and them, and they're wearing a mask. I held my mask. Like, obviously, she can't cut my hair when I have a mask on it. So I just held my mask like this. I had my nose and mouth covered, and I could still breathe. And I just held it to my face while she cut my hair. It wasn't that hard. It wasn't that weird. And she took like 20 minutes because my hair's already short. I just got the side shaved because it's hot out. All that. And yeah. And like she already keeps it very clean to begin with. So had hand sanitizer at the ready. Wiped everything down. It was very clean. So yeah, if your salon's like that, might be okay to go and get it done. If not, then you just need to chill and wait. Like it's hair. It's just hair. Like you can just get some trimming scissors from the store, and if you have long hair, and just try to go in a straight line down here. Don't do anything crazy or fancy. If you just really need to do that, or watch like wig styling tutorials and they show you how to do it, or wig like just don't do anything crazy. Don't give yourself bangs because you know they're not going to look good. Just saying. Or like I don't know. Just don't do anything crazy, but be safe if you do go to a salon. But it was kind of an eerie experience. Like I felt like I shouldn't be there. Like I was going into like the Forbidden Forest or something. So yeah, that was really odd. And like I'm still not comfortable going out and places. And we opened too early, like we told fucking government, like we don't need to open in May. That's stupid. And guess what happened? We had a surge in cases. Like we said what happened. Oh, who would have known? So and Kim's not gonna close again because, you know, fuck people's lives. If only we had the CDC in Atlanta to listen to. So it's kind of, you gotta just make sure you're protecting yourself. And with that, inherently, if you're protecting yourself, you're protecting others as well. Like, I wear my mask 9 to 10 hours a day. I only take it off to eat or when I go to the restroom, and sometimes I don't even do it then. You can wear it for the 30 minutes you're at the grocery store. You can wear it for the 5 minutes you're at the gas station. Like, you'll be all right. Oh, I also got cheesy bread. wear your fucking mask. It won't kill you. It'll actually do the opposite. It'll keep you from getting killed by a virus that not only makes it really hard for you to breathe, but wreaks havoc on your entire system. It has proven to have organ damage to your kidneys and liver, and obviously your lungs, and now also your brain. So why are you trying to get it? Like extroverts, I don't understand you. Like, this has been great for introverts. It's like, oh, we don't have to be around people. But like extroverts, you guys gotta fucking chill and get on our level. Like, I get you want to socialize and that's how you get your energy and all this and that. But it doesn't mean you need to be stupid. Like, come on. Make it make sense. So, the other big thing in my life, pretty much the mainly big thing in my life right now, is that I started dating someone. I know, surprise. And it's I don't know where to start. So I guess I'll start from the very, very beginning. We actually met each other like 8-9 years ago. Through my now ex. Well, he's been an ex for a while, but we were dating at the time, or together at the time. And like he would actually help me out because my ex was, well, he is still blind. And he's still very much my ex. So he would help me out sometimes. Like if I had to work, I couldn't drive him somewhere, he would pick him up for me and take him to wherever he needed to be. And like sometimes they were in classes together at the local college, and sometimes they'd have projects together, and they would meet up and whatnot, and I would also help them with the project because we were all history majors, and I'm just really good at it and know what I'm doing, you guys. Like kind of my jam. So I would help them like with the bibliography and formatting and stuff like that, or any if I came across any articles that might be helpful or whatnot. And so we would, and they're both musicians, so they would sometimes be seen in the same circles. So, but the only time I really remember, like from 8 years ago, meeting him, I think this was the first time I met him. And we had, there's some Native American mounds where Mississippian Native Americans used to live, or were. I'm sure white people came in and killed them, but they don't tell you that. But I'm sure that's what happened because they wanted to put a fucking train line through there, so that's probably exactly what happened. But they just, whitewash that out. It's like Mississippians and Creeks live there. But brain is not working. Holy crap. And their class had there's a festival there. It's called the Indian Festival. I really wish it wasn't, but it is. It has been for a very long time, and they haven't bothered to change it. I mean, it's put on by Native Americans, so, but it's not my place, I guess. But they had to do an extra credit thing, and I remember meeting him and his then girlfriend there at the time, and I was with my ex. So, and I remember meeting him there, and I was like, my first thought, I'm like, this dude's cool. Maybe he'll knock some sense into it easy. My ex. So, and then, we went about our business and whatnot, and and they had some projects together and all that. And then I had forgotten that this dude has asked me out 3 times prior over the course of the last 8 years. Completely forgot this. Like I literally only remembered that time at the mountains, at the Native American mountains. That's the only time I remember him ever. And like me and my ex were about 4 months out from breaking up. We didn't realize it on the time, but we were definitely on the outs. I should probably eat since I'm mukbang. Um, he had messaged me prior asking about like the bibliography and when my ex would be ready to do the project. And then he hit me up, and we were straight up flirting with each other. And I know at the time, I know 100%, I 100% believe this, that I was being completely innocent. I was just talking with a friend, nothing untoward whatsoever. No, I was straight up flirting with this dude, and I didn't even realize it. So, literally 2 days after, me and my ex break up, he asked me out. And he was trying it for like 3 days straight. I'm like, no, I get to really fucking mean to him. Like, I flirted with him a little bit, and then I get really fucking mean. I'm like, dude, I just fucking broke up with my 2.5-year relationship that I thought I was gonna marry. And so he finally gave up, and then like in 2016 he asked me out again, and I was just like, nah, I got too much shit going on, I can't. And I really did. 2016 was a crazy year. And we recently read back over all these messages and just were dying laughing. I was like, why did you keep asking me out? And then he asked me out at the beginning of this month. I almost said no again. And I was like, you know what? I'm single. All I do is work. I don't have a whole lot going on. You know, we can do like FaceTime date or something. And it'll be, be safe, pandemic wise. We made very sure like we're both being very safe, wearing our masks, keeping clean, keeping our distance, only going places when we have to. And he lives about an hour away from me. So it's just with my work schedule and his work schedule, I can't just, pop down there and he can just pop up here. So we had to really plan something out. So what we were just gonna like one of our houses meet up and eat pizza and watch a movie. Very simple, very because everywhere was still closed at the beginning of the month, more or less, or we didn't feel comfortable going to. So, and what we ended up doing, we decided it's like then it kind of changed. We're like, why don't we just like meet up in Macon, maybe get a hotel, so then we have like because I live with my parents, he has roommates. I was like, let's have some complete privacy. Let's catch up for the last 8 years, And then we're like, well, if we're going to rent a hotel, if we're going to get a hotel room, why don't we actually go somewhere? Which we're safe. Like, well, we went to, we ended up going to Tybee. Thankfully, we went on the weekend we did because it was packed, but it was not as packed as I normally see it during the summer. And we were able to social distance. But I got a hell of a first date. Like, why don't we just go to Tybee on our first date? I mean, I would not have done that with a complete stranger. Not at all. Like, I've known him for years. I trust him. All that good stuff. So we did that. And first we were just like, we laid down some boundaries. We're like, neither of us want any, like, a relationship. We can't really handle it. We just want something committed, casual, like a casual relationship, but we're not sleeping with anyone else. And we're like, we both agreed on that, and we're like, yeah, sounds good. And then after Tybee, we came back that Sunday, and then on Tuesday, we're both kind of like, you know what? Our feelings are a little bit stronger than we thought they were originally. So why don't we just go for a relationship before even our second date? And like we both have the same feelings, so it's like, why the fuck not? It's not like we just met at a bar or something, or met on Tinder, and are like super rushing into things. I know it sounds like we're trying to justify rushing into things, but we're not complete strangers, so we don't have that window of time where you get to really know you have to start to get to know each other from scratch. We know each other's past. We know each other's exes already. We know what happened with those. We know what happened in that time frame we were apart because of social media. So it's like two old friends catching up, basically, and making up for lost time in a way. And I just realized I haven't taken my med yet today. That's not good. I need to do that. Excuse me. So it doesn't feel like we're rushing into a relationship, if that makes sense. We've only had technically 3 dates. Our fourth date is tonight. And by date, we're doing FaceTiming date. Because, like I said, we just can't come back and forth like that right now. And in a couple months, we should be able to, but right now, it's not an option. So we do FaceTime dates, which I know a lot of people are doing because of the pandemic, and that's why we're doing it, but we're also doing it because of distance. And we already talk on the phone every day, but we'll FaceTime each other and we'll pick out a movie on Netflix or something, and we'll both count down to when we press play, and we'll go like 1, 2, 3, play, and we'll start a movie and we'll watch it, and yeah, it's just cute. We're disgustingly cute, and it's adorable, and I love that because I've never been able to be disgustingly cute with somebody and adorable, and yeah, it's a new territory for me in that I'm in a healthy, caring relationship, but I'm really excited about it, and it's so nice. It's so nice. To have somebody that you can trust, that cares about you and isn't going to do anything, at least not on purpose, to hurt you. And it's like I had a mental breakdown on him a week ago, just because I had one coming before we went out. Like it was on its way into town, and I took it out on him. Unfortunately, I didn't mean to. He just said something. It wasn't intentional. It was a joke. And at the time when he said it, I just rolled my eyes and was like, "You're dumb." But then, like later, like set in and triggered the fuck out of me. I'm like, why is this happening? And I took that out on him, and then I apologized and explained why I felt triggered. And he was like, "Oh, I felt so bad." It's like, no, don't. But yeah. And yeah, so knowing that we can get past things like that, and we can actually like sit down and have a conversation and not turn into a fight or an argument, it's just so nice. Or somebody closed off, like holy crap, it is just so nice. So yeah. Yeah, it's just really nice to have that. And if we've both said that it feels like we've been dating for more than what, 2-3 weeks now. It feels like we've been dating for years, because we're so comfortable around each other, we're so open around each other, and like it's just really nice. It's just really nice. And I honestly had given up on fighting that like ages ago. After my last ex, I was like, you know what? I'm not fucking with anybody, especially down here. Like maybe when I move out of this state, I'll try again, but here not. And I even did a whole video about like dating's not for me, and it's not. I don't like dating. I think it's bullshit. But this, it's crazy. It's different. It doesn't feel like that. I'm not on those beginning eggshells. You're like, well, what can I say? What can I not say? Kind of thing, or you know, like it's just supernatural. Well, not in that way. It's very natural and easy, and it just comes together really well, which is super nice. Oh, like after 2 abusive relationships, it's just so nice to not be. um so um so yeah, like on the outside it might seem like we're going really quickly from jumping into first date at Tybee, then straight into a relationship, but that feels like the natural flow for us. And like we both were like, we're gonna take this slow, we're not gonna jump into anything, and then we're just keep making liars out of ourselves. um they say you know when you know, so I guess we know. um It just makes sense to us, if that makes sense. And oh my God, it's so nice to have somebody who doesn't mind that I'm pan or that I'm gender fluid. And he's like, that's cool, be you. It's like, my God, you have no idea how much that means to me. And on that same topic, just because I'm in a straight passing relationship does not mean that I'm not pan anymore. I am still pan, even though I'm with a man, a heterosexual man, cisgendered man. I'm still pan, still gay. So, just so you know, like that doesn't negate who I am. The same thing goes for bi people. Because they're in a straight passing relationship does not make them straight. Nothing like coffee and pizza. But I also am mainly I just hit the same topic, the same points I hit when I recorded the video about this. The Black Lives Matter. They do. And they always have and they always will. And these people deserve justice. And every day we're still seeing innocent and not innocent people. It doesn't matter if they should not be killed because cops are not executioners. They're not the judge, jury, and executioner. They are supposed to serve and protect, and they're not doing that at all. They're killing people that should still be alive today. And that obviously that's not okay. It's an injustice, and it needs to be corrected. And so, what I want to do, I want to talk about this. I have this platform, and I've talked about it on my social medias quite a bit, and I haven't stopped talking about it. I'm not going to stop talking about it. But I want to do a proper video about in-depth research. If you watch it in my early videos, I did like a ton of research before I made a video. But you guys know my brain doesn't work. Anyways, so I'm going to do research on like the last 400 years. Like these people did not come over here at will 400 years ago in the 1680s and 90s. No, they were kidnapped. They were stolen from their land and tortured and beaten and raped. And that's not okay. And that injustice has not ended 400 years later. And people need to realize this. Like, this isn't new. Just because there are protests now does not mean this is new. We're having protests now because nothing has happened. Nothing has really changed. And we need change, proper change in this country. And that's what I want to do a proper video on, because I've been retweeting and like reposting things from Black voices, because obviously I'm a white woman. I have privilege. I can walk into a store and not be profiled. I can get pulled over, not worry about getting killed, and just worry about getting a ticket. And I will probably get chosen to go to a school over a Black person, which is not okay. If they are more qualified, then they need to be the chosen one. Or like in jobs too, that person is more qualified than me, then yes, they need to get that position other than myself. And so basically, I just want to do a video talking about all of that and get a good list of different places you can donate, like obviously the Black Lives Matter movement page, which I have, not to knock on wood, but like I want to show that, not to toot my own horn, rather is the phrase, but to show that, I'm not just performative. I am actually donating to these places. I've donated to the Minnesota Bail Fund, Black Lives Matter movement, another bail fund, a few other places. And they've been like relatively small donations, like $25, $10. So I live on a fairly small income, but if I still have that money to give, so I'm going to give it. I even living with my parents and not making a whole lot of money, I still have a lot more than other people have. And like poverty it's disproportionately Black Americans who live under the poverty line. And like none of this is okay and we need to fix it. So I will make a video about that. I'll have all the research and it'd probably be a long one. Maybe like I'm gonna do like the history of everything. The shit you didn't learn in school. If I know you didn't learn about the Tulsa Black Wall Street and the Tulsa massacre that happened there because of jealous white people. You many of you probably don't even know what happened with Emmett Till. Maybe you've heard the name, but you don't. Maybe on my wall. Sorry, I thought there was like you see like back over here. No, it's on my screen. Okay, sorry, we went from very serious to very distracted. But yeah, you probably don't know what happened. You may not know what happened with that, or what the Civil War is actually about. I know, like in the Deep South, like Sandra was taught that the South won the Civil War. No, they most definitely did not. And that's what she had been taught until like high school. So, newsflash: the South did not win the Civil War. The Union won. So, and the whole war was about slavery and states' rights to own slaves. That's what it was about. Don't get it twisted. Because I know in elementary school, even in this I'd say fairly non-biased town, it is still fairly conservative, but compared it to like the Deep South, no, it's liberal compared to the Deep South. But yeah, like even we were told it was about states' rights. They didn't do that part about to own slaves. Like, kind of just ignored that little detail. And I didn't learn that until late in high school. And that's because I chose to take those history classes. Like, I think there was a certain point where you didn't have to take certain history classes. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm compiling a list. So it might come out like late next month and be like, well, why are you talking about this now? The protests are over. Protests haven't stopped. They've gotten a lot calmer, but they've also gotten a lot bigger, which is great. And finally bringing down those fucking Confederate statues. I hate them so much. And most of them, when they were made or erected, it was in the early 1900s, the 20th century. Not even right after the Civil War. Like, by the time they were erected, most of the people who fought in the war or were alive were already dead. So, just saying, it's not what you think it is. So, yeah. Well, being a liberal in the South is a headache and a half, let me tell you. And that's not to say that I wasn't problematic early on in my life when I thought I was like really, I don't know what I'm looking for, really open-minded and, really educated and all that. Like my boyfriend, back when he first asked me out, I said some racist shit that I honestly did not think was. And I apologized to him. Like I said, we read over them, and I apologized. I was like, I understand if you want to break up right now, because like that shit's not okay at all. And I'm sorry I ever said that or even thought that. And he's like, it's okay, babe. Like, it's not. It's really not. But okay. So yeah. I will admit, like, I was problematic as hell, but I have thankfully educated myself and grown from that. And like, I was like, what the fuck was wrong with me? Why did I think that? So yeah. So it's really important to educate yourself. It is not a black person's job to educate you. You have the internet, you have resources, you can find out yourself. You're a big boy, big girl, you can do it. But yeah, so that's why I wanted to post videos, but because my computer shit itself and now I can only live stream with my not the highest quality web camera. This is how it's going to be for a minute. I am looking into getting a PC. So that'll be nice. Really nice. If I can pay for like monthly installments of it. That's gonna be the kicker. But yeah. It's probably one of my longer mukbangs, for sure. It's almost 40 minutes. And for those couple of you who stopped by, I did see you. My chat's broken for some reason. It says unable to chat. So if you did type anything, I didn't see it. I'm sorry. But thanks for stopping by anyways. And I'm gonna finish eating this. And yeah, that's just what's going on in my life. What I've been wanting to talk about, what I plan on doing. And I thought I'd catch you up because I think I've only posted like 1, maybe 2 videos this month. I will be streaming more Witcher. I probably will be tonight. Well, not tonight. A little bit later this afternoon, maybe. Probably tomorrow after once the anesthesia wears off, maybe. So we'll see. And we'll go from there. And I'll see you lovelies later. Bye, you guys.